Now, there is one downside to drinking coffee, and that is coffee breath. And so next, we have brought one of our old friends back to the studio. Dr. Harold Katz is here. He put together and invented the formula that is Therabreath, now helping over 6 million people worldwide struggling with bad breath. And, so many of the things that you've told us many times, Dr. Katz, like let's say you've enjoyed that delicious cup of coffee and you try some of the other things, it might help you for what, minutes?
About 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all the benefit you get from those commercial mouthwashes. And then the alcohol that's in most mouthwash will kick in, make your mouth dry, and then you're back to the races, stinking up the place.
Yeah, and, he was telling me all the places he's going, and, Dr. Katz has always used his slogan, look, there's bad breath everywhere.
That's true. Even though the government is shut down, bad breath still exists.
It never shuts down, does it?
Well, the bad breath, most of it comes from Washington, but that's a different story.
Right.
And hot air.
And hot air.
But, you were talking about how the audience has really responded here. You do a lot of media and team up with a lot of our brothers and sisters out there, and you said, this audience has responded in a way like no other.
It is by far the best audience. I can take a look at the numbers. We have the Therabreath products at Walmart and Target, and this southeast area where you guys are concentrated, it is amazing how many people listen to you guys and respond by buying the product. Now, we do national media all over, but the one that we'll always be doing is the Rick and Bubba Show because it works.
Well, thanks. We're flattered by that. But the thing about you can watch your product getting more and more solidified, I guess is the word I want to use. Speedy was just getting some oral surgery done the other day, and they told him, they said, look, with this, anytime you have oral surgery and it's trying to heal and all that, your breath is going to have some issues.
Oh, sure.
And they told him, said, look, Therabreath is one of the things you need to use.
Well, it's all based on science. I'm a dentist. I also have a degree in bacteriology. My own daughter had this problem almost 20 years ago. Came up from school crying, Daddy, I have bad breath. My kids are making fun of me at school. What do I do? Did a little bit of research on bad breath and found out that most of what people knew about or thought about bad breath was wrong. People thought it comes from the stomach, or if you use alcohol-based mouthwash, you'll kill the bacteria. And again, that's incorrect. So we came up with a formula which uses a patented oxygenating compound. That's what's in Therabreath. It kills the anaerobic bacteria that cause bad breath, lead to gum disease, mouth sores. So it's hitting the target. Plus, it's very pleasant, doesn't burn your mouth. There's no junk in it. There's no detergents in the toothpaste, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. I can go on and on. But the stuff is made from a scientific point of view, not by these advertising people in Madison Avenue who want to make Tutti Frutti mouthwash one week and licorice the next week.
Well, I use the products, and I've started out just using the mouth rinse. And then I love the mints. We keep those around.
Rick, I can tell a real improvement.
I know you have.
Breath.
Bubba's very thankful for this product. But one of the things that I was kind of, I'll admit this to you, because I think we're very transparent here.
Okay, sure.
I thought to myself, the toothpaste, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do toothpaste. I mean, I'm doing the rinse. I got the mint standing by. And and then one day I was picking up the stuff, from the store, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try. If this works, if I add the toothpaste as part of the regimen too, that can only, be even better. And I started using it, and I've been very pleased with it. I have just started using it probably in the last month, along with the other stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just my normal toothpaste. It's replaced the other toothpaste that I use.
That's what it's for, yeah.
And so, but talk to me about this as far as protecting my teeth from cavities and things. That I'm still accomplishing that.
Oh, sure. It's got the fluoride in it. It's got aloe vera. It's got, which is great for your gums. It also has something called mineral pyrophosphates that prevent plaque and tartar from sticking to your teeth. There's no final exam. Don't worry about
Right, I got you.
all the technical stuff. So it's got all the good stuff, plus it has the patented oxygenating compounds that get rid of bad breath. And what's important is we don't use an ingredient in the toothpaste that almost everyone uses called sodium lauryl sulfate. It's a fancy term for soap. It's put into almost all toothpaste to make it foam up, but that causes those nasty canker sores. So
now I hate those because
I'm anti-canker.
I'm glad you
Down
said
with canker.
I'm glad you said that because I've been educated on the products.
Yeah.
But I want to tell some of you, if you try the toothpaste, it's not going to lather up.
Oh, that's true.
Like the other toothpaste.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, you won't look like a rabid dog. I guarantee that.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So it won't be all over your shirt right before you walk out.
But at first it makes you think, am I not using enough of it?
Right.
Or something, because you're so accustomed
really are.
to that lather up. And but don't worry about it. I mean, it's doing the job.
I mean, we're talking about the products. What I'd like to do, if I may, I do have some sample packs, quite a few of them, for your listening audience. If they want to get some samples, they can call my office.
Now, look, Katz, if you do this, the audience will respond.
Oh, I know they will. I know they will.
Don't
One
give us
word,
the whole,
avalanche.
And they're good people. They're good people.
You better have a lot.
We got a lot. I got a whole warehouse full in Southern California.
Okay, all right. So what's the number to
okay.
call? But you got to use just this number, right?
Oh, right, yeah. It's 800-557-6960. 800-557-6960. So they get a sample of the mouthwash, the toothpaste, the mints, and a copy of my book. It's called The Bad Breath Bible, because the Bible is the truth, and that's the truth about bad breath. So
and there's
get that.
Because, listen, Bubba and I've talked this so many times. As we've progressed through, science, medical, hygiene, whatever the case, along the way we've done some things that at the time seem right. And then as we move forward, we go, you know what, we're chasing the wrong thing here. This is not what's causing it. And this is the advancement of how you stop bad breath.
Well, again, it's based on science, all the recent research. In fact, we come up with a whole bunch of new products all the time. We have probiotics for oral health. No one else has that. It stops tooth decay, prevents sore throats, and that's available at some Walmart stores. So, we're always looking at science. We're not looking for gimmicks, advertising gimmicks, which the other people are doing, trying to have a beautiful model, do this and that. We just want to get rid of the bad breath, keep your breath fresh for over 12 hours every time you use it.
Here it is, the number for you to get free samples. You get a mouthwash, you get toothpaste, and you get mints.
That's right here.
So, Dr. Katz, you're telling us you're not the beautiful model here, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
You're not the beautiful model?
No, I'm not the beautiful. Now, we actually do have supermodels who use the products. I can't mention names, but some of the Victoria's Secret people and
Calvin Wilburn.
Thank you.
I will tell you this too.
The hairy arm
for those of you that are listening, that maybe in your job you do a lot of presentations. If you're a teacher, we do a lot of speaking. Obviously, we're here every day talking into this. If your job calls for you to stand up, talk, you do a lot of talking, whatever. These mints are great too. I can't tell you, it's become standard if I'm speaking somewhere or even doing the show every day. I take these because it keeps your mouth moist. And it's really good if you're having to talk a lot.
Yeah, we actually developed them. We have a lot of voiceover people in Hollywood.
There you go.
And the mouth gets dry, the voice gets hoarse, and it'll stimulate more saliva. They're called mouth-wetting lozenges, and they're at Publix and Target and Walmart and all those good stores.
All right, if you want this, and we're going to break and come back, and he's going to find out what our breath's doing.
That's right. I got my machine here.
He's got the machine here ready to go again.
And we've got a couple of interns dying to check.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they're
And
for.
the golden ticket season, we're laughing at my arms. We're going to laugh at their breath.
So if you want this packet I'm holding here, the mouthwash, the toothpaste, some of the lozenges, here's the number to call, 800-557-6960, and they'll send those to you free. 800-557-6960. Try Therabreath with no obligation and see if you like it. We'll be right back.
Rick and Bubba.
And we'll discuss that coming up. Right now, Dr. Harold Katz is with us. Therabreath, we've talked about it often. We have taken the breath of this show and put it into the hands of Dr. Katz. And his Therabreath formulas have really made a difference in lives all over the world. Matter of fact, you told me you're headed, you're going back to where, to Asia?
Yeah, I'm going to Korea and China. Last year I was in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia. There's a lot of bad breath out there, but, there's a way to get rid of it, and that's what I'm here for.
You told us that, and I keep forgetting, who has the worst breath?
What person?
No,
besides Speedy?
As a geographical area.
in the world.
Asians tend to have a problem because they're lactose intolerant.
There you go.
Yeah, and if you like milk and cheese, there's a reaction between the bacteria and proteins in dairy foods. So if you can't process them properly, you end up with that sour milk odor.
All right, one call from Scott before we go on. He wanted to ask you about one thing, whether these things can be beneficial with this. Scott, 1 minute with the doctor, and then we're checking breath.
Okay, thank you. Hey, guys.
Hey, buddy.
Doctor, I got a little boy who gets mouth sores a lot. Did I hear correctly that you said that your product will help prevent mouth sores?
Yeah, that's correct. We don't use any sodium lauryl sulfate in the toothpaste, and that's been proven to cause canker sores. Plus, the product, guys have used it, they'll say it's very mild. There's no alcohol. The pH is neutral. It's not acidic. So it's very soothing to the mouth. And for kids, UCLA Dental School, in fact, recommends the products for canker sores. So, and you can get it at Publix and Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Target.
I will tell you this, Scott. This has always been a big problem for me, and me using these products, I have seen a reduction in those because I struggle with them, and so do my kids, and I've seen this really be beneficial. Now, sometimes
I don't think it's a guarantee for all of them,
No.
but one of the major problems are these chemicals that you get
Right,
in toothpaste.
right.
Yeah, bizarre things they stick inside there. You'd be surprised. You
Yeah,
need a dictionary to figure it
And
out.
don't misunderstand me, Scott. I'm not saying that if you somehow scrape your gum that it won't. Sometimes that's still going to fester and turn into an ulcer. But I'm talking about those that seem to come out of nowhere.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. 866 We Be Big. Now, Dr. Katz, are we ready to check the breath again to see how
Okay.
we're doing?
So who is the first guinea pig?
Speedy, you're up first.
Add Juju.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I guess we need to get the intern.
She's been late eating
No,
a lot of
no,
food
what-
from outside
Juju
the
in
country.
there.
Now, what I'm using here is called a halometer.
Yeah, the halometer.
Yeah, it measures the amount of sulfur in parts per billion. Anything above 100 means you got bad breath. That means there's enough sulfur there that someone next to you on the plane would say, "What the heck is that smell?"
Right, yeah, okay.
So you just stick your tongue out and hold your breath.
Here we go. Oh, we got the holding breath part's always weird to me because
makes
Well,
me
your
dizzy.
mouth
Well,
open,
the
too.
machine's got a vacuum, so
Makes
it
me
sucks up
dizzy,
the air.
Rick.
But don't you feel like sometimes when he does that you want to breathe?
79. You passed.
Okay, that's
Not great, but I
79. That's
What
pretty
was your
good.
number last time?
Yeah, you were in the 40s last
Yeah,
time.
I was in the 40s last time, but I think I cheated and brushed my teeth right before we got here.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what
I mean,
is
I've had some coffee
no,
today and everything.
Well,
so.
again, anything below 100 is fine. That means
Yeah, you're
people
fine.
really can't detect it. Now,
Okay, so if I walked up to you, you wouldn't say you got stinky breath.
no,
with
not at
70.
all. They
Okay,
would
good.
say you're a handsome fellow.
All right,
I'll go
Juju.
right after
No
Juju.
butt breath.
Juju,
I'll
go
go
ahead.
right after Juju.
Come on, Juju.
All right,
Come on,
Juju, go.
We're gonna
Jazz,
say-
you in
I
this
am
too.
changing straws. Just want to let you guys know.
Yeah, he changes straws
He
every
changes
time.
straws.
Look
Look, she's so nervous
been
about
eating-
it.
Juju, it's not that hard.
She's so
Juju,
nervous.
why's your tongue looks scared?
My God, Juju, what are you doing?
Juju,
You didn't finish it.
Juju,
It ain't that hard.
Calm down.
you're being a handle for the
This
doctor.
is not difficult.
We're not asking you to put the chain back on your bicycle.
Point your tongue down. Quit
What
trying
are you
to-
doing? You're tense.
What do you?
70.
Okay.
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
We can
Not
talk.
Jazz, you're up next.
My defense, Juju was swishing mouthwash in the break. I was eating sausage biscuits with Bubba.
We'll see.
Now, let me see your tongue there. Stick your tongue.
Y'all scared to death.
These tongues are scary.
They make it a lot more difficult than it is.
Point down with the tongue. Quit
Hey,
trying to
Miley
cut-
Cyrus, stick
Ah.
your tongue out.
Hey, how about she?
She needs a test.
Yeah, she thinks
66.
Oh,
No,
I'm eating more sausage biscuits.
I know. Yeah, both of you have a very smooth tongue. That's it's a visual.
well, yeah, I
visual.
know you didn't say my tongue was smooth.
It's not.
Hey,
We'll talk about that later.
Miley Cyrus's look really bad on that.
Oh yeah. In fact, I wrote in my blog about that. Her tongue's all white, and that's the sign she probably has bad breath.
Really?
The whiter your tongue, the worse your breath. That means your mouth is dry. You don't have saliva to fight the bad breath.
She looks like she's got bad breath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just take someone's
Miley
word
has
for it.
stinky breath.
Hey,
we got
licking
one
a sledgehammer will do that. I don't know if you've seen the video.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, there is a
She's
video
licking-
like that?
She's licking a sledgehammer.
See, I haven't even seen it. It's still funny to me.
The fact that Bubba's volunteering this quickly clearly means in the break he went and did something.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
he's been using Therabreath. I mean, he's fine.
Yeah, he's back there gargling and
Okay, so we end up going down there a bit.
What?
choking me today.
90.
90.
Oh, he's been eating a lot this morning.
No, you've been talking all morning. So.
Yeah, he's been eating a lot. I don't know if I have time. We're about to have to go to the break.
hey, Greg,
Go ahead, Greg. Quick.
hurry quickly.
Okay.
800-557-6960. Get free samples at
So
Therabreath.
far, everyone's passed. Stick your tongue out.
800-557-6960. You get free samples.
75.
There you go. In the break, he's getting every one of y'all.
All you guys passed so far.
Here we go, real quick, right here.
All right, all right.
I may not be able to do that or not. I don't know. Can you take us to the break?
Here we go.
All right, I'm having mine checked now.
All right, Rick's going over the desk here for the check.
Wait, that's my straw.
54.
54. Look, I use it every day. I use it every day.
54.
Every day I use it.
Dr. Cass, you heard him talking about using it. You made that up.
No, it's
I even got that.
33. Wow.
How about I use Greg's straw?
12.
Still got good. Get your free samples. Dr. Katz, always good to see you, buddy. And
It's always fun.
Therabreath, 800-557-6960, and say, I want those Rick and Bubba free samples. Start using it. You'll see a big difference. We'll be back.
Rick and Bubba.